Alright guys, we're back again to follow up on friendship skills. How'd it go?
I felt like it went well.
Yeah. Well, we'll just kind of go through a few of our slides. Just remember that, part of the reason we're meeting as a group is just so that we can form an effective group. When we look at that base of the pyramid, effective workforces is that base of the pyramid. And our goal is that this is a safe environment, that we can bring our successes and we can bring our challenges, that we know that the strategies in pyramid are linked to actual classroom practices, that we'll do constructive reflection, and we see the connection of the work that we're going to do and to the child outcomes. So, speed share, one thing that you're proud of about teaching friendship skills or success you saw in your classroom around friendship. Monica.
One thing I'm proud of for teaching friendship skills is using more of that language in the classroom. So bringing out those feeling words and also having them help notice each other.
Yeah.
And creating those opportunities the last week for them to have those friendship skills.
Nice. What about you, Taylor?
Yeah, I would say, I guess I feel pretty proud of the fact that I'm starting to see them interact more. I mean, I like literally with anything, they're really recognizing each other, I feel. So, yeah, and then I think that I really see a lot more both of us just like recognizing emotions of each one of our friends, and so I think that's we've been doing pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so we'll just do our little opening for 10 minutes. We're going to review and reflect about what we tried this month. We're going to share your videos and pictures, because some of them were pictures, because I can't figure out how to run my phone. But we're going to go back to that goal form that we did at our first meeting, our Plan, Do, Reflect form, and then we'll close out. So just a review on friendship skills. What skills did you focus on? So I know our goal was which one?
Give a play.
Yeah, and initiating conversation.
Yeah,
and
play
helping
organizer.
them. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And also getting our friends' attention.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw you were, that's the one I saw your goal was about,
Mm-hmm.
getting your friends' attention. But I'm glad you worked on play organizer too. I saw you guys modeling sharing when I was in there, coaching too. And so I think I saw both sharing, giving, and requesting that you guys modeled. So you probably do more than you even recognize that you're doing. So how did you teach it? Did you use modeling, peer buddies, friendship art, role play, puppets, games?
We did the friendship art.
Yeah.
Yep.
What else did you do? I saw you try some other things.
I mean, I know we've put like two friends together while we rock them.
I saw you did a lot of peer buddying
Yes,
in there.
peer buddies.
I saw lots of peer buddies when we look at some pictures.
And then
that was
obviously,
great.
I already mentioned we were doing the modeling.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see those things. So, how did positive descriptive feedback go?
I mean, I think it went well. They were all very attentive with what we had to say and with the activity we gave them. So I feel like it was good.
Yeah. All right. So when we're giving that positive descriptive feedback, so we're trying to follow the behavior that we're modeling.
Right.
So if we're modeling initiation, then we're drawing attention to that initiation, to that other child's initiation, and then say what you see conveyed with the enthusiasm. Remember, it's contingent on effort, not on success. Trying, we celebrate trying. For us too. How did you provide opportunities for children to reflect on the interactions with peers?
Some of them playing nicely together and not taking each other's toys.
And I know this is really hard with infants, but you know,
I mean, I know that, like, obviously, since we were recognizing how they were all sitting together and how they were differently interacting with their friendship art, I mean, they were watching each other as well. So,
well, and sometimes even in the high chairs, when they're looking at each other, they smile.
right.
And again, like when I first
Or
turned
trying to
Armias
reach
and
for each
Ezra
other.
to each other, they just smiled immediately because they
Mhm.
got to see each other.
Yeah, and then I was sitting with
Did they-
Hayden the other day, and he just was pounding on our Mice's tray as we sat there.
yeah, he
So,
was getting his attention.
He was very
wasn't
excited,
He
yes,
was
he was very-
initiating play.
very excited to see his friend eating.
Yeah, I saw that too in your classroom. I saw, instead of the two babies in the high chairs facing you, I saw much more of the babies facing each other, either eating or during activities. I saw like two high chairs and a baby on your lap, all facing each other during feedings. So lots of peer buddying opportunities. How did you connect with families?
I sent pictures of our friendship art and
Nice.
the big mess that they made with all of it. So and let them know, you know, they just had a lot of fun doing the friendship art and like just kind of what we did and what we used. And,
Nice.
yeah.
So through Live Cubby.
Right. Yeah. Through Life Study. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. I know, you know, when I look at the backpack series, it's so geared towards preschool. But, you know, I think we, you know, could maybe brainstorm on some ways that we could add to how to appropriately get someone's attention as an infant. Like, maybe so parents could recognize, too, that, you know, some of those behaviors might be trying to initiate as a friendship skill. Something we could think about as a team. So there's a couple different kinds of feedback that we're going to give to each other today. So supportive feedback, where we're going to give specific encouragement, and we're going to talk about strengths and improvements in practices and implementation. So I heard you use descriptive phases 3 times. You reviewed the rules. When the child appeared angry, I noticed that you asked him if he could change his feelings or find his feelings. So those are supportive feedback, and then constructive feedback. So that's going to be very precise feedback that assists in teaching any understanding of miscomponents in the action plan or the steps, or how we can improve the pyramid model practice. So there's an example there. I saw the rules are posted and you reminded the children of them during large group. Remember, the action plan says to remind the rules before the transition to centers as well. There was an opportunity to remind Jamari of the rules when he walked out of circle that was missed. So we're all here to work together to implement pyramid for the benefit of the children. So we have this little reflection form, and I'm just going to ask you the questions on it. But here's a copy too. But so before we show the video, I'm going to have one of you share with us about kind of setting up the video, what happened before, what was your goal, what was the strategy, what was the friendship skill, and then we'll watch it, and then we'll kind of reflect on that, and then we'll allow others to also give us feedback and reflection. All right, teacher video. All right, the first is pictures. So I tried to take a video, but I ended up with like 500 pictures. But I came in as mealtime when I came in with Taylor, and here's what was happening. Taylor, tell us a little bit about this.
This is actually what I was talking about with Hayden pounding on Armias' tray. He was super excited to just be, you know, they were all excited to just kind of be there together and interacting and watching what each one of them were doing. And, yep, they were just sharing smiles and, yeah.
Okay, so which friendship strategy were you working on?
I would say peer buddies. Yeah.
All right, and how'd it go? How did it feel?
It went well. I think they really enjoyed being able to sit all together and have that time. I know when I went to put Hayden back on the floor, he got really upset.
He was not done playing.
No, he was not.
And if you were going to do it again, what do you think you might do differently next time?
I guess we could just, maybe even get Hayden up there eating. See if, maybe they could interact together in high chairs. I don't know. Also, I think that giving the opportunity for them to, maybe even just play with something on the tray together.
Oh, yeah. I like that idea. Yeah. So, which friendship skill would that be if you put toys on the tray and they were going to play with them together?
Yeah, will you bring me back to
Uh-huh.
those?
I sure will.
I don't know what all they all are. I don't remember. Okay. Well, sharing toys. Sharing, requesting toys, sharing, giving toys.
Yeah. Great idea. Okay. And Monica, what did you think was successful about Taylor's mealtime?
Well, I like that they're all happy and that they all seem to interact with each other and notice each other and do things to get each other's attention. Because I'm sure when Hayden was banging on the tray, Armias was looking and
He was very
entertained,
entertained, yes.
and he noticed Hayden and
He was
They're all-
smiling. They were both
Yeah, and
smiling at each
they
other.
were smiling and making noise at each other. I wish it was on video.
Mhm.
Instead, I have 20 pictures of this same picture. With some with Armias' eyes open, some with
Yeah.
how might you include what the teacher did, or I don't know, she had one suggestion about the toys. Do you have any suggestions for her?
to make this different.
Or, yeah, just any suggestions?
I don't know.
Taylor
not
gave herself a
really,
great
yeah.
suggestion.
I'm just getting them to do something together. So yeah, that was a good idea.
Yeah, I think it was great. And we kind of worked on this when we modeled last week or did coaching in the classroom when we did your video. It's just, you recognizing that you're doing friendship skills, which you are doing friendship skills, and just being able to start using that language with
Got
the kids.
Okay.
We're sharing toys.
Right.
This is Armias is having a turn with the phone, and then Hayden can have a turn with the phone.
Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
just
Yeah.
adding your friendship language.
Yeah,
to
I was.
what you're
I mean,
already
that's what I
doing.
was telling Hayden already in this picture. I was like, Hayden is helping us feed our Mayas. Look at that.
All right. Great. Anybody else have any suggestions? That was my only suggestion. It was super cute. They were having a great time. All right. So those are kind of the questions we went through. And so this is the video of the friendship art.
Okay.
So we have 3 short clips. Hopefully. There we go.
When we have friend yogurt? Do we have friend yogurt?
He's just
What is that on your fingers? Gabriel's having a fun time. You see your friend Armias? Oh, we painted? Painted with yogurt? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you want to try it? That's yummy. Now it's going to try hers. What do you think? Is it good? You trying to tell your friends that it tastes yummy? What is Maya feeling? What do we think Maya's is thinking about, friends? Gabriel's loving it. Really? Mm-hmm. Look at Gabriel now. Gabriel's painting his whole tray.
Yes, look at him. He's really liking it.
Can we add some colors? Yeah. Add some colors. What do you think now? What do you think, Maya? Do you like the yogurt painting? We'll add some sweet potatoes and make some orange yogurt. Orange yogurt. Wow, look at that.
And Miss Taylor adding some orange to our Maya's yogurt, some sweet potatoes.
You want some orange on yours too, huh? There you go. Mix it all together. Wow, look at Gabriel. He's really mixing
Gabriel's
his.
making his orange.
Alright, make sure that you respond to each other. So somebody needs to chat with a friend here. Or look at so-and-so, he's doing this.
You think Gabriel splashing in his yogurt?
Alright. Alright, here's video 2.
Wow. What do you got, Gabriel? Nice, look at Gabriel. He's making a big old art masterpiece on his tray.
He's splashing
What
in
do you
it.
think about yours? What do you think about yours?
Look, do you want some green in yours?
Yeah. Mix that all in there.
Gabriel's having a good time. Look
He's
at him now.
splashing
He's
it all
splashing
over.
everywhere.
You want
doing
some
with
green
yours?
too now? There's some green too, right here.
Go to our look at he has yogurt all over my pants. I've got little like white spots everywhere.
We don't know about the yogurt?
I don't know if Maya thinks it's
Are we not having a good time?
yeah, I don't think he would like it. The texture's a little weird. Yeah. Maya's is a little sad about it.
I was shocked he wasn't
Sure.
trying to eat it. He tries to grab everything.
Oh, is it
Okay,
his
now
turn?
Mariah's now's eating her. Do you want to try to eat yours?
Look, Nella's eating. She's eating
She's
hers.
licking her fingers.
You can lick yours.
I'm gonna try to lick your fingers like now.
Oh my go away.
Ready? You're not sure about it?
Alright. And then Armaya's was done.
He's like, yeah, no, this is not my thing.
We think we want some more now? I think you want some more. Gabriel, what do you think? What do you think? Do you want some more just like Nell? Nell got some more. Look, Nell's gonna get some more. Gabriel wants some more now. Gabriel wants some more too. Look at Gabriel's tray. He is making such a big art mess all over his tray. All over his tray. Yeah. You want to try to paint yours on your tray? Look at Gabriel. He's mixing it all in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, yeah, here's the splashing all in it. Look at Gabriel now. He's a big mess. He's a big mess.
He's like, what is that over there?
I know she's just looking at
Thinking you're all done?
She sees the camera, like she's looking right at it.
Now it has it all over her face. She's eating it all up. Yeah, she is. You want some more? There you go. Splash. Splash, splash. Gabriel's having such a good time. Yeah, We're having such a good time, huh?
She's still just staring at the camera.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Monica, what do you think was successful?
I think, that they were all together, so, that's what makes it the group art. I don't know, the fact that they gotta do something together, and we're trying to bring in that language of the friendship skills and what they're doing together, and kind of explaining it, and talking about their reactions to it.
We could have definitely, I think definitely think it was successful, but I think that we definitely could have had them maybe interacting a little more. Like, I don't know. I know that we were really trying to get them to interact, but I think that, like, maybe hiding the camera a little bit might help. Yeah, I don't know. I think that there was, like, a chunk of that where I seen, like, they kind of, like, were looking at each other and we kind of missed it. Like, we could have done more in that. Yeah, and I feel like they would have, they could have interacted a little bit more, so I think I seen it, like, when I missed their interaction, so.
Okay. Is there anything that you think you would do differently next time?
Pay attention to that a little bit more, yeah, just kind of.
Well, I'm trying to think if there was something we could have given them each at a different time that would direct their attention
So
to
something-
that friend.
yeah.
'Cause I feel like sometimes we would be like, oh, look, but they wouldn't look.
Right.
So it's
I saw them really, like, paying attention when I was adding the colors,
yeah. So I
to
don't
each
know if
one
there
of
was, like, I
their
don't know.
friends' trays, because they wanted the color as well.
So when you told them to look at the friend, did they look at the friend?
Not really.
So what did we learn about infants? Taylor just said it.
Yeah.
We have to recognize
yeah.
when they're paying
Yes.
attention to
Yeah.
their friend.
Yeah.
So following their attention.
Right.
I think it's really hard because, we're just used to being teachers.
Yeah.
So
Right.
we're so used to driving the boat, you know.
Yeah.
So, that would be, along with Taylor's is just, how could we position them, or what could we add to it so to draw their attention to one another.
Yeah, like the colors were really drawing them in, and I think if maybe we would have added a few more, we didn't really have any more colors, but if we did have more colors to add, they probably would have, we could have had more interaction there, yeah.
Or tools.
Right, yeah. Tools, yeah. We could have added some things to dip in there, yeah, right. That would have, probably made them a little bit more in tune with what their friends were doing.
Sure, yeah. I can't wait for you to try it again and let me know how that goes. Alrighty. So now we're just going to talk about how can we take what we've learned about friendship skills and incorporate it into all day, every day. I'm already seeing.
We are already doing that. Yeah, I was going to say, we already have a whole album of that already.
And now that you've tried something new in one activity or routine, thinking big. So, skill fluency, practice makes perfect. So we want to provide lots of opportunities to practice the skills so the children can use the skill with ease. So that's prompting them, helping them remember the skill, identify situations that call for use of the skill, and continue to encourage children when they are practicing the skill. So I did your tippy toes also this month, and so I did see you guys like building with blocks on the floor, encouraging them to build together. I saw you when you were doing books, like encouraging children to share a book, and I think you did that again the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Put one book between two kind of mobile infants.
Yep.
So they could kind of crawl to the book together and share it. So like you set that up for them to share.
Yep. Yeah.
So I think you do a lot of these things. It's just hard in infants to recognize maybe that
Right.
that's what you're doing,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of it. So our goal is for the children to use friendship skills in a variety of situations. So we saw it at mealtime.
Yeah.
We saw it at like a structured play at art. I saw it during free play during your tippy toes. So just to continue.
We've even done it during relaxation time.
Nice. Very nice. Tell me more about that, Taylor.
Well, I had two babies who were just they were not very happy on the floor. They were both ready for bed at the same time, and I was by myself. So I had Monica come in and put one on this side and one on this side, and we just rocked together. So
Nice.
yeah.
All right. And then we just want to remember we want to do that positive descriptive feedback even with the infants. When they do recognize their friend is initiating with them, then we want to give that positive descriptive. I see, that Hayden's banging on your tray and you're looking at him. He wants to play
Sweet.
with you.
Yeah.
I see you're smiling back at him. Like, they don't have the words, but you
Can
have the
recognize
and
them
you want to
for them,
recognize
right.
when they're using those friendship skills because they know when we're talking to them and they know our tone of voice. And even infants recognize encouragement. They're so much smarter than people give them credit for, and so much more social, I think. All right. How did you feel about the cycle of training about something and then practicing it and then coming back to kind of review it and discuss it? Did that feel comfortable to you?
Yeah, I felt like it was actually helpful
Yeah.
to kind of see like I said, right after the video, I kind of already saw like what I could improve on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that was really helpful.
Okay, great. So we have a couple things on the table as we just kind of talk about that all day, every day. So we have that schedule and opportunity form that you filled out at the last meeting. You kind of brainstormed on a few things of how you could incorporate friendship skills into different parts of your routine. So I brought that back up. So you could take a look at that, and then we'll just do a quick reflect on your activity here. So the one thing we didn't, when we set our goal, we didn't really tie it to an exact friendship skill. So what do we now know the friendship skill was?
Friendship art.
Right, that was your activity. What was the skill?
I guess.
Would it be initiating play?
I mean, I didn't see them too much, but you were peer buddying, so you were bringing them together purposefully to do something to interact with each other.
Yeah, I mean peer buddy, but what was the other one? I have it on the tip of my tongue.
They're sharing. We can go back.
Yeah, sorry. I know we've done this a million
I
times
know I
already.
should just get better at this. I don't have to go through all the slides. I will, I promise.
Getting your friend's attention.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, getting your friend's attention and like peer buddying,
Yeah, peer buddying.
which is kind of like one of the kind of play organizer kind of things from infants. All right, and so if we want to update our form to what our skill was, and then we're going to flip it over and let's see if I just go here, I can do this. All right. All right, so now we can just quickly maybe flip it over and do our reflection on the other side. If you guys want to kind of do that. So we're going to reflect on,
Okay. The date we tried the practice. We tried this. What day was that?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. Which was the
8th.
Okay.
Looking to accomplish with the strategy or activity. Successful. Getting them to be together was something we were trying to get them, like doing an activity together, get them to notice their friends.
Yeah, because what did you do before you had your training on friendship skills? How were the children arranged? Did they even have that opportunity? Because we kind of talked about with infants, it might not be necessarily teaching a skill as much as providing opportunity.
Yeah.
For the skill to happen, which we saw it did.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as what we think is successful, I feel like there was a lot of trying to get them to notice each other.
A lot of encouragement.
Yeah.
I thought even providing the language was a success
Yeah.
as well.
I agree.
And I feel like we use their names a lot, or like if we did catch an opportunity to be like, oh, Gabriel's doing this, or Armias is doing that.
Okay. How did the children respond to the strategies for teaching the social emotional skill?
I mean, I would
Well.
say certain parts of it they were all engaged. I mean, and then like over time, some just were kind of over it, not really wanting to participate. But I mean, I feel like the beginning was they were all engaged with it.
They all kind of did their own thing with it, which was cool to see and obviously notice in the other children for the other children doing the activity.
They go in the cubbies. They go in the cubbies. It's not laundry day. It's not laundry day, Luke.
I don't know what I'm trying to say on this. I don't know how to write that out. Okay, hold on.
All right. Well, what are you thinking? Maybe I can help.
I mean, for parts they were engaged, other times, we had different reactions.
And what did you notice after watching it?
I mean, that they, we could have provided a little bit more of that interaction by recognizing their interactions.
So just like teachers paying more attention.
Yeah.
To things that we maybe didn't
Teachers
notice the first time.
recognizing emotions and
Yeah, their attempts to engage.
yeah.
Yeah. They're so quiet about it sometimes.
And I feel like sometimes it's just so brief too. Like it's just so easy to miss because it's just like 1 second of eye contact.
Yeah,
They look
right,
away.
exactly, and that's what it was in the video where I was like,
It's
right
kinda
there, boom,
hard
we
to,
missed it.
grasp those opportunities when they come.
Yeah. Did some children need more help? I'm just gonna say they all reacted differently.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What did you notice about each child engagement? That they were all different. I mean, one of them was trying it, one of them was very not sure about the feel, and one of them was just loving splashing in
I feel
it.
like
So-
we had each different temperament.
Yeah, right,
Like, when
right.
We talked about other parts of
Yeah.
early childhood education. It's like, yeah, we had like the slow to warm up, the not having it at all, and the one who just dives right in.
Yep.
Yep, there you go. There's your temperaments right there. And as with everything with infants, it has to be what? Individualized.
Mhm.
And just like their reaction to the activity,
Mhm.
the friendship goal activity was different based on their temperament.
Yeah.
Based on them individually. So
And what are you going to do next time? Add tools, notice interactions, maybe more colors.
only thing I have is just from last time, is that piece on strategies to support the development of friendship skills in infants and toddlers, and then this little handout on development of play skills in infants and toddlers, and then just this kind of this infant and toddler peer behavior. So these, I'd like you to take them so you can kind of look back at them, and we'll revisit them every month, but I don't know if you took copies back to your classroom or not, so feel free to. And then we're just gonna quickly look at, so these were kind of your ideas about how to embed friendship skills into the daily schedule, and then this is just kind of a plan to reflect. You've had a little experience, maybe just, you know, here together we can just maybe do one or two of maybe some of your ideas of how you could encourage them into
Sophie won't be here Monday.
how you might encourage that into your routine. So what routines? I mean, I already saw you do it. So you brought it into meals. You brought it into structured play.
You want to write this?
Yeah. So is this just picking like a time of day and how we're gonna
So a
do this
routine.
skill?
So you kind of talk about routine could be feeding. A
Okay.
routine could be, and then what skill or practice. Like it gives you an example, like at morning arrival, greeting friends. So making sure that we
Recognize
make
each
that
friend
a
that comes in
routine.
the door.
Yeah, that you sing something or have a routine around when a new friend joins you. And then, you know, and what that skill or practice might look like that you can incorporate into your morning arrival time. Or like mealtime, our skill practice was now the kids look at each other in high chairs instead of facing the teacher, they face each other. And so they get a chance to initiate and respond to a friend. You know, if you're feeding, then you might be taking turns too. Feeding this friend, now we're gonna feed this friend, we're taking turns. Amias is gonna get a bite, and now Hayden's gonna get a bite. Some of these things are probably things you already do, you just didn't know they were
Yep,
friendship
I was
skills.
literally just gonna say we already talk about taking turns. You know, it'll be your turn to eat next, or it's your turn for a diaper next.
Right.
So we already talk really a lot about taking turns.
Yeah. See, friendship skills so much easier than you think.
Yep, and we already do take turns eating, each one getting a bite.
Yep.
So another one be like free play when we do initiate the like block play or dramatic play with each other. Or would that be structured play?
It depends. So if you're like sitting down and you're like calling attention to it and doing like a structured play activity, like and you come in and go like, let's go read a story, you're structuring the play.
Okay.
If you come in and you sit down and
And
dramatic
they're
play,
already playing
and
with
they're already
something.
playing that, and you wait for them to engage you into their play, then you're just joining free play.
Okay.
Okay.
It all depends on you. You decide as the teacher and how you initiate it, whether it's a structured play activity or you joining their free play.
I know a lot of times with Ezra or some of the other, like Gabriel, like if they are playing with the dolls and go near them, they'll just look at you, or Ezra will even like try to hand a doll back but then hold it. So like I don't know if that counts as like him trying to be like, yeah, come play with me.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think that's him trying to ask you if he wants you to come play with him?
I would say yes, because when I do sit there, even if I don't engage, when I do get up, he'll get upset. So it's like him saying, I don't want you to leave.
I want to
Yeah.
engage with you. Yeah.
So the skill would be like initiating play, or
Dude, I wish our underwear was like this cool.
There we go. So what would the skill be?
Getting your friend's attention.
Mhm. It could
And
be
then structure.
start as getting a friend's attention and responding to a friend's attention, and then it turns into sharing and giving toys. I mean, it might even start as the play organizer. If you sit down and the child comes and brings you a toy, or he takes a toy to another infant, that's their attempt at giving a play idea. So maybe one more routine. What are some other routines you guys have?
I know we have like our circle time where we'll sing like a good morning song or something.
So structured playtime. What kind of friendship skill do you think you could teach, and how could you teach it?
Maybe like giving each of the infants like a toy or something every time like we sing their name, like they get a hold it, and then being like, okay, now it's gonna be Ezra's turn, we're gonna sing for Ezra, and then like help that infant give the toy to Ezra and then sing for him, or is that
I
a
don't know.
little
Do you
too-
think that Ezra's gonna want to give the toy to him?
No, probably not.
But what could you do? You could have a basket of toys, and
Yeah.
as you sing their
Okay.
name,
Each give them one.
give them each a toy. Because what do we know about infants and toddlers?
They don't like to
They
share.
don't know how to share.
Yep.
It's very hard for them to share. Because they can't cooperatively play, right? They're still in the parallel
Mhm.
play or independent play.
Hey, Avi, don't take toys.
All right, so kind of get some ideas.
Yep.
All right, fantastic. Well,
We fell off the screen here. Oh, there we go.
there you go. All right.
What are you doing?
Well, our next step. So what's next? I have a feedback form. If you'll just take a minute at the end today to fill that out, just so I can learn also, learning and growing all the time. I'm going to see you real soon. And our next, you're going to be excited because our next theme is emotional literacy. So I know you guys have talked a little bit about that, even bringing into friendship skills. And Monica has a goal that she set with emotional literacy. So when we meet next month, we'll go through this same process and we'll be talking about emotional literacy. So
All right.
Okay.
I'm excited. Thank you.